Hello friends, today I want to give you 3 tips for job security if you're working as a lead technical manager. I was watching some videos and reading the review of a book, Rise of Crappy Jobs. It listed some useless jobs. I don't agree with his perception that these jobs are really useless. But there's a perception a lot of jobs are rubbish. One of the job mentioned crappy job was taskmaster, the lead job. It says lead person doesn't give any value. He is just there to hold meetings and he's just there to take people to some lunches and motivate. It's not important job. I do not agree with that lead or technical manager job is useless, middle management job is useless. I want to give you 3 tips to make sure that you give value. So a lot of team leads, they are just sending a lot of emails to make sure they are visible, they 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 people think they give value. So what are the 3 things you can do to make sure you give value to your job? The first thing is understand the big picture. So the first tip is make sure you are seen as a solution provider. You understand the goals of your business stakeholders, your departments. You help people to reach their goals. You are there for the business people to make sure that they are releasing the features to the production, to the market. They are making money on by releasing new features. You understand the business process. So one thing I found very useful was 80-20 principle. Make sure you read this book. Make sure you are not working on useless things. A lot of time we are working on features which nobody uses. I was working on a tool. We used to give some feature. We have to implement some feature for the reports. For 80% of the reports, implementing this feature was very easy. Rest of the 20%, it was very difficult. It used to take a lot of time. So make sure you know where you can make the maximum impact. So if there are some tasks which may not be significant but takes a lot of effort, have a discussion with business. Tell them how much effort this ridiculous trivial task requirement will take, and ask them whether they need this kind of process. So a lot of junior developers are doing is like they're working on useless things, putting too much effort on things which don't matter, which doesn't bring any revenue, which doesn't make any customer happy. So you make sure that you have that bigger overview. You can identify, you can make sure that your team is working on important things and you are delivering value. Second thing you make sure is you have good people person. Make good relationship with business people, ops, everybody in the team. Make sure if somebody needs something from the team, they are coming to you to get the things done, because you know how to deal with people. You know, you help your team members by making sure they have all the information to get the job done. In IT, what happens, lot of times we get requirements which are not defined. Customers don't know what they need. Make sure when you give the requirements to your business people, you go through those stories with your business people. Make sure those stories make sense, they have value, they are clear. And third tip is make sure you have your resume ready. So it's a sad part. If everything is going good, people think leaders are not required, leaders are invisible when things are going good. So make sure whenever there's a crisis, there's a conflict, people having problems, you show up, you fix the problem, you are seen as a solution provider. Make sure you are employment ready always. make sure what are the good industry practices. You know what are the industry practices, and if there's a perception that you are not required, your team is independent, they have grown up and there's no need of your need, so you can move to some other places where they need leaders, where they need some leader to bring whole people together to deliver solutions. So friends, these are my job security tips for a lead technical manager. So if you like this video, watch my other videos in application architecture blog. Also like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel for your regular updates. Connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter, especially LinkedIn if you like small summaries of video.